well, here's the Chaos Shrine. Just gonna park over here. And we'll head inside. See how this goes. I should probably quick save. Let's do that real quick. All right, time for the crystal. Hello, we are here. I hold up the 4 crystals. You focus the light of the 4 shining crystals, fire, earth, water, and wind, on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just 1 step forward and you will travel back 2,000 years in time. Sounds good to me. When do I use the loot? Alright. Well, oh, I didn't even step forward. It had me step forward. I thought it was like 2,000 years. Like 1 step forward and 2,000 years in the future or whatever, or in the past. But I thought that it was gonna let me like save and stuff before then. Like, I'm glad I did on my own. Purple worm, kill it. I mean, now it's just a matter of exploring this place. Like, it's still the Chaos Shrine, but in the past, you know? So we saw the entrance down there was blocked off, and instead of there being a treasure room here, there's a staircase. I don't know if each corner has one, but this corner certainly does. So let's try it. B1. I feel like... Oh, there's a door. I was like, I feel like this is the wrong staircase. I mean, it still might be... I don't like all these Medusa. How about Firaga? Maybe I can go before a lot of my people get stoned. I mean, I think it would really just be Gareth getting stoned because he doesn't have a ribbon. But you never know. I still don't think ribbons grant immunity. Or at least I'm not relying on that idea that they grant immunity. They very well might. It just doesn't say that they do. Is this a thing? What's the point of this room? I think this room existed just to waste my time. But that just makes me assume that each of the corners has a different staircase. So, you know, just kind of time to trial and error it. Which, to be fair, is what you do in a lot of this game. Okay, this corner does have stairs. I didn't think I could reach the other 2, so I'm glad for this. Oh, it's just the stairs right now. Because that was also a dead end. Okay, good to know. Okay, good. I can actually go back, it looks like. I can return to the present time. And the reason I want to do that is I realized I forgot to go get the adamantite sword. So, I'll be back. I brought you a present. There. Be happy. Jump. Hop for me. He's not hopping. Is this adamantite? He hopped. Okay, we're fine then. Hoots, I'll use this to make you the finest sword you'll ever wield. Thank you. Now we wait. What a magical well, that does look pretty cool, not gonna lie. Done. In all my years, I've never crafted a finer sword. Go on, take her. She's yours. Thank you. I hope that better boost Gareth's damage. You obtain Excalibur. I thought it was really just gonna be adamant or adamantite sword. I didn't think it was gonna have a name like that. Okay. Excalibur then. Would you like this? Increase. 4% more accuracy and 16 more damage. My brain did a fart. Just to be sure, can anyone else use this? No, looks like it's just you. That's awesome. Okay, we have Excalibur now. I am glad that I decided to come back. I think that I still could have done just fine with what I had, but this is a lot cooler. Now Chaos Shrine for real. Oh, son of a gun. Now Chaos Shrine for real. Let's see Excalibur in action as soon as this blaze is over. Yeah, 703. That's a good sum of damage. A nice chunk. I like it. Stairs. First time we've been to this floor. Chaos Shrine, 3rd floor. I guess I'll check the bottom since I'm already on my way to do that. Empty room. Cool. I imagine there are gonna be a lot of those in here. Well, like, I have to check out the door down here since I came all this way. Well, there's a little monster first, so we'll take it. Oh, it's just 1 death eye. Yeah, kill him. Down he goes. Cool. All right. And now forward. We have a tablet. Okay. Should I have checked the chest first? There's the loot. Oh, and that's cool. It's the theme song. I didn't expect that. I like that. Okay, so I have time to check the chest. Awesome. And I should probably check the rest of this place. I really don't think I need to because, you know, normally the reason you're checking all the extra rooms is to find, like, the best gear or, like, a key item that they hid away or something like that, you know? And I don't think I need any more. But I guess technically there might be cool gear somewhere still, so I should probably try it or else I might regret. All right. You know what's fun? The rest of this floor was actually empty. Down the ladder we go then. Where are we now? I mean, I guess just the usual. I'll check rooms, see how many of them are empty, etc. It's like these vampires hit really hard when they want to. Like they did, one of them did 100 damage just attacking Yami straight up. That wasn't fun. He couldn't handle too many of those. So I know I need to get into this other section because there's that staircase leading down and then one to the right leading up. So it's either I need to get into that room, which I don't think is possible, or what I think is the case, I need to find a staircase leading down so that I can then take that staircase leading up so that I can, like, reach that room and then take the other staircase. But where? Oh, there! Stairs! Top left corner, of course! I guess when I reached this place before, I didn't fully check the corner because I was like, it's probably nothing like the other 3 corners of the map. But of course, that's the one I actually needed to get to, huh? So we're down those stairs. And that's not where I thought it would take me. What the heck? So then... Okay, well maybe there's some other steps before I... You know, it's not just those stairs and then find the stairs leading to that other room I was talking about. Maybe there's something else in the way. Here's stairs leading down. I should probably try these then, right? So we're back in basement 1, but I don't think we've ever been in this part of it before. So what's at the end of the hallway? Another hallway! And a corner that has nothing. I checked the full corner. There were no stairs on it. Seems like down's probably the way to go, but I'm gonna check to the right first, just in case. Now I wonder if down was the optional path. Like, here's an orb down here. Is this important? This seems weird to just have in a random corner, but let's try it. Who are you? You're the Lich. Ah, I see. Enhances the party's defense against instant death. That actually might be useful in this case against this dude. It seems like he might do something like that. And now what can I do to... Yeah, sure. Let's double your attacks, my dude. Not gonna speed up for now because I want to be able to change what my party's gonna do next turn, you know? It missed! What do you... Your defense missed? I'm sorry. Well, that was dumb. Yeah, maybe just null death again and don't miss this time, which is odd. Okay, and haste for you. There you go, attack twice, which I think basically could mean double your damage, right? Yeah, just using kill. I don't like that. Well, alright. I guess I'm not going to use that spell because it sucks. So instead, let's use Holy, because he totally seems undead. I mean, he does. That sounded sarcastic, but I didn't mean it to be. And Blizzaga, go. Now I'll fast forward. 281, that's not nothing. It's better than Blizzaga, at least. Oh, and the Lich is dead. I thought that was going to be a much tougher fight. Okay, well, I guess it wasn't the boss. It was just guarding stairs, right? So, fair enough. But before I go there, I'm gonna go all the way back up the hallway, back to the left, and then down to see what that other place was. Okay, so I was fast-forwarding. I didn't mean to use Holy on the clay golems or whatever, but it actually killed them all. So apparently it deals damage to people that aren't just undead. That's good to know. Oh, this was just a dead end. Cool, okay. Just in case anyone else was curious like me, I checked to the left of the stairs and it's just a dead end, including that hallway going up. So, back to the stairs we go, and continuing through this dungeon. And up the stairs leads us here. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have a lot of mini boss fights guarding stairs, which fair enough. And I'm also thinking at this point, I probably don't need to keep going out of my way to try to find extra things. I don't know if that means I'm gonna stop, but I just want to reiterate, I probably don't have to. Here's the orb. Eventually, here we go for the orb fight. What kind of creature are we up against now? Oh, it's Marilith. Hello. Cool. We'll just fight you then. I don't think you're undead, so I won't bother with any of the holy stuff or whatnot. But once again, let's haste Garrett. Seems like a good move. I mean, that was 871 in one hit, so I think so. Now I want to do the same thing, but instead, this time I want to haste Tyr. Yeah, get him some more damage. glad you missed that. Didn't want you to die just instantly because of the death spell. Oh, wait, that's right. Don't keep using it. I don't think it stacks. Okay, let's... what do I want to do? We'll stop... yeah, let's try it. Why not? Let's try stop. Never mind. Marilyn's dead. Never mind. Cool. Yay, team! We defeated another mini-boss. I'm assuming there are going to be 2 or 3 more mini-bosses before the actual thing. Because Marilyn was one of the actual fiends we fought. I don't think the Lich was it? I didn't think so. But who knows at this point? Maybe it was like one of the first. But it seems like it's a boss rush kind of thing at this point. What are all these rooms for? I don't understand the purpose. Tablets? Oh, that I can't read. Okay, never mind then. Pretty sure I saw the orb down here. Yeah, there's one orb at least. And I'm assuming that's the only orb that's on this floor, because why would it give me 2 different fights just to go upstairs? Here we go for this fight. Who's it gonna be? Yeah, I think this, yeah, the Kraken. We fought the Kraken before. Good times. You know, maybe just in case I should just try a Null Death again. Because, against that first fight, it might have saved Gareth, actually. Because I think he was the only one affected by it, and then he was... I think Kill was cast on him, and it didn't hit, thankfully. Ow, that was 312! That was a lot of damage. Okay. Once again, though, Gareth is protected, so that's good. It's something. Maybe I should just, like, use the Protera, though. Increase our defense, because that was a big hit. That was. Thankfully, we're all pretty well protected against Thundara. Gareth, not as much, but, like, I think the Ribbon helps, you know, get rid of some of that damage for the rest of our team, and that's nice. Start using Thundaga now. Hilara too, just to get us above that like 310 death threshold kind of thing. But I don't think he'll last much longer. And there he goes, yeah. Okay, that wasn't bad. Cool. I'm glad too that Momo didn't even cast another spell at that point, because that just saves her some mana. Also, I realized we got... I don't know if my webcam might be in the way, but we got 1 Gil from that fight. I assume it's been the same for the other, like, mini-bosses. I have not been paying attention. Because Gil at this point, since I think we're approaching endgame, you know, Gil doesn't mean anything now. Chest out in the corner. Masamune? That's a sword, isn't it? You have Excalibur. So maybe instead we want to try to equip it in place of Sasuke's blade. Yes, a legendary katana without match. Look at that damage increase. That's 23 more damage. Well, 23 more attack, which again, I assume correlates to damage. So yes, I'll take it. I'm glad I came out this way. I'm gonna quick save. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. This definitely does some work in putting his attack back in line with Garrett's. That's really nice. I'm quite happy about that. So, like, who knows? Maybe that means I missed super cool items for both Momo and Yami. But, frankly, I imagine with the final fights, I'm really going to be using them just for their spells. Not so much for their attacking abilities. So, what do you do? Oh, here's the orb. Okay. That's weird because, like, I came from just to the left. But of course, when I entered this room, I immediately went down to the right. So I just completely missed this, even though it was right by the stairs, basically. And orb time. Mini boss fight. Hey, it's Tiamat. We know him. He was pretty tough. Let's start with Protera. Changing it up a little bit, I know. Like, maybe Tiamat doesn't do a lot of physical attacks. I don't recall, or I don't know if, like, moveset changed or anything. But now we're protected. That's what matters. I mean, one of the reasons I really like Protera, and you might be like, you do? Because you've never used it until this dungeon. You're not wrong, but, like, I just picked it up too, I think. So, but it's not a chance of missing, apparently, you know? Or there is not a chance of it missing. Whereas apparently, with increasing my team's like chance to evade instant death spells, there's a chance to just miss? How does that even work? I don't know, but I don't like it. Good, we got to haste Tyr before Tyr went, so we'll actually get to use it this turn. 16 hits, 481 damage, nice. We got some Invisira, so we're both higher defense and higher evasion. Oh, it actually turns us invisible, but you see the effects of the other spells, and so it's still, their silhouettes are glowing. I like that. That's cool. Okay. What else do I want to do now? Like, I could just start using Holy, because, you know, I can. And then Blizzaga, because damage, yeah. Now we're just about damage output. And we'll see how long Tiamat lasts. Okay, actually, I might want to heal Yami. So I'll stop the fast forward so that I can control Momo again. So really quick, let's just Kiraga Yami. And then you can do Blizzaga again. That sounds good to me. This is assuming Tiamat survives this turn. And he did, okay. Good, I was gonna say, hopefully I can kill Tiamat before Momo uses Kiraga again, because Yami really didn't need it at that point. So that was good. Another 1 gil. Cool. And down the stairs we go. I was about to say up, but it's down the stairs. Okay. Now, do I... Oh, it's a circle. So I probably just want to go down here, yeah. In the room. Who's this dancing little fella? Alright, well, I guess I should probably assume that he's a big bad. Which is weird, though, because I feel like I didn't reach a staircase, unless it was a prior staircase and I didn't even notice. I don't know. Well, let's healaga everyone. This should get everyone to... Okay, not everyone to full. Okay, Cura for those who need a little extra care. Now, of course, we also need to spam them with ethers, but that's why we have so many, you know? Exactly for this purpose. And we still have plenty. Now let's talk to this dude. Do you remember me? Yeah, you're Garland. I was once the most renowned knight of Cornelia. I assume you're Garland. So yeah, okay, 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me then. But the 4 great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Why? Why would they do that, though? Once here, I sent the 4 fiends into the future. Oh, what? I mean, I guess it is messing with time, so it doesn't have to... Because I was just going to say, like, the world was already decaying before we ever showed up to kill you, but... I mean, I think it is a paradox, because the only reason we showed up to kill him was because everything was going wrong, and we had the crystals, so we were the prophecy, so we went to the king, and he's like, my daughter! So, paradox, I'm going to say. But that's fine, Terminator could do it, so why can't Final Fantasy? Where they shall once again use the 4 great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. That is a long time, to be fair. Oh, Garland. How much you've grown. Why do you look like that? You're like a Digimon now. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless cycle that I have created.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Get ourselves some snacks.
Alright. Well, I assume this is the big bad. It's just Chaos. His name's just Chaos, apparently. Alright. Well, hopefully we don't die to Chaos. Raise our defense real quick. Start, you know, hastening our members. Blaze shouldn't be too bad. Unless he... Okay, he has a high intellect or whatever. Never mind, that was pretty big. But there. Gareth is going to be able to dish out... I hope that means, like, double the damage. If he uses physical attacks... Or if he uses physical attacks, now we should be better off there. What else can I do for you? Was this one? We'll do Invisira first, because that one I know will just hit, you know? But then I'm gonna try the other, like, null-all thing. Ah, that was a lot of damage, but at least it was a single target. Okay, so now Tyr will be faster for, you know, upcoming attacks. Our evasion is all higher, that's good. So you two attack. I think I'm good to do another thing before I need to start healing us. Oh, right. No, it only did, it's a single target. I forgot about that. Okay, but this is for the entire party, and it's fire, which we saw him use. So let's try this, and hopefully it doesn't miss. I don't know if it can, but at least it's the entire party. Can I... What if I just want to slow you? Yeah, like, let's try this. Okay. And of course, now he uses an ice attack, but I didn't get the fire one off yet anyway. No, it missed everyone! No, it does miss! So does that. Okay. So let's do a Healaga. And then, okay, I think with him, I just need to start doing damage. Because everything else, I feel like, is just going to miss over and over again. Please don't kill any of us. Okay, good. Because that means I have a turn to use Healaga. Everyone's feeling better now. And that did a lot of damage, but I've already set to do Healaga again. And I don't want to keep using Healaga, because now 3 of the 4 of us are fully healed. We really just need to get Gareth up real quick. So let's do Kiraja, because there's nothing else really with the Kiraja line that I want to use, right? I mean, Null Death, but that always misses, which is dumb. So, Kiraja to you. And then, yeah, you can keep doing Blizzaga. There you go. I'm glad I did Kiraja, because he took another big hit, and Kiraja's a full heal. So the more damage that, you know, he had taken, the more effective that move was going to be. So that was good. I'll try... We'll try Null Death really quickly, because at least it often affected Gareth. Maybe that was pure luck, but we'll see. So let's see if this actually affects any of us this time. Okay, Gareth was affected, so he is protected from the instant kill spells, or more so. Is that because we have ribbons? Like, do ribbons make it so these things are missing, or is it just bad luck that so many of them keep missing? I don't know. So I'm doing a Healara, so everyone should get some health back. Good. And Gareth only did like 60? That wasn't good at all. Haste, does haste wear off? Is he still affected by that? Do I need to like proc it again? Actually, yeah, do Healara one more time. Don't be faster. We don't need you doing extra damage. You're already doing a lot. At least compared to, you know, other people we go up against. Let's see. I could just, like, try for silence. Wouldn't that be fun? Probably wouldn't work. Okay, is there a better thing? Let's try it, just in case. Because we're not in desperate need of like, no one's in desperate need of healing right now. So we might as well. And just in case, let's use haste again. Tsunami? That seems powerful. That was powerful. I was right. I'm a genius. Here, well, in case you were slower, now you're fast again. I don't know. Miss. Yep. No surprise there. But let's try that again, because I might as well. And I'll use haste on Tyr just in case, because he doesn't have the red outline right now. That's 600 damage! No, haste was... Oh, haste was a bugger right there. Okay. And that misses. Okay, well, now I know what I need to do, and that is life on Gareth. Wow. Okay. That was a lot. Okay, that wasn't bad. Keep using spells. Don't use your 600 damage attacks anymore. Please and thank you. Because he's just going to be at 1 health now, yeah. I don't even think I have an item that would be like a heal. Oh, okay, actually, use that. See if you go first. How are we doing health-wise? Okay, we could use a Healaga at this point. Not that. Healaga. There we go. And yeah, you keep using Blizzaga, because I don't know what else to do, even though you only have 2 more casts of it. He just healed himself for 9,999 damage! No! No! Bad chaos! That is so rude! I know I'm healing myself, but come on. I am all of the protagonists. That's dumb. Okay, and it looks like haste is worn off. Oh, I guess maybe that's just because he died. That might just be because he died. We're gonna haste again because, oh, now Tyr's dead. Shoot. And now that I know that 9,999 damage was just undone on him, and knowing that he could, frankly, just do it again, I don't like that. And this is, too, with Invisera and Protera. So, like, are those even worth doing? I don't know. Okay, well... Can I slow you? I assume it's just going to miss. But I don't have a ton of options. Like, it just seems like it's more worthwhile to keep attacking. Because at least that will hit and do some amount of damage. And all of the other things are just, like... They just miss too often. Okay, let's use an X potion on myself. Let's use Kiraja on Gareth. And then Blizzaga, because it's something, you know? But really, like, him healing that 9,000, it was basically 10,000 health. It just undid my entire... Oh, and there's Kiraja wasted. Completely, utterly wasted. Here, we'll do this. We'll do it this way. Phoenix down on you. And then Kiraja. And then haste. Oh, that almost killed Momo. That would not have been good. I kind of want her up. Okay, but we got Gareth back up to full health. And he's hasted again, so that's good. But this is still not going well. If he hadn't healed himself, I think I would feel fine, you know? Like, still, obviously, there's a big threat. But it wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, am I going to win this, you know? But yeah, if because for all I know, he's just going to do that again if I get him down. And I can't silence him, it just keeps missing. And like, you might think, oh, we'll use Dispel first, but that misses too. Like, I'll try it just to show. And hope that it works, obviously, but yeah. Because, yeah, I'll try stunning him too. How about that? Now that I'm out of Blizzaga. Yep, that tracks. It really does. Which is not good. Everyone try that again. At least Blizzaga on his end isn't super powerful. I mean, not compared to the 600, you know. Just keep doing what you're doing for now. You, Healaga, everyone, please. Thank you. And that's my last Healaga, too, unless I use an Ether. Which I think I'll have to. And Gareth is dead once more. Cool. Oh, this is getting worse all the time. So I guess now I'll bring Gareth back to life. Yeah. Should I just, like, spam kill? Is it possible for this to hit him? Is it possible for him to die from kill? It's probably not, right? Right? It's probably not. Okay, Kiraja. I'm out of Kiraja. Oh, bugger. Okay, Let's use Dry Ether, that's what I was looking for. On Momo. Oh, but I would have to wait a turn anyway. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, never mind. Instead of all that stuff. Yeah, you just use the X potion on yourself. You attack. You use a Dry Ether on yourself. I keep missing it. And then you try to use haste on Gareth. He's using haste on himself again. No. Unless it didn't run out and it doesn't stack, then I'm fine with him using it again because that just means he wasted a turn. But I assume since he used it that it stacks. At least for him. It probably wouldn't stack for me. Right? Would it? That'd be pretty cool if it did, not gonna lie. I'm curious. Okay, let's try using haste on Gareth again. Because why not? Okay, good. It missed. Maybe he'll be double hastened? I don't know. Probably not. Like, it probably just made fun of Chaos for wasting a turn, and then I wasted a turn too, but whatever. We wasted a turn in style. Go! No, not Earthquake. Okay, good. I think Earthquake was just an instant kill for everyone. Which means that some of us were protected, but not everyone, I don't think. Just keep doing that for now. Slow. Okay, good. It missed, which means he just missed a turn, basically, or lost a turn. But if he heals once, you know, then like that could be it. Because we're gradually gonna run out of resources here. Okay, attack. Kialaga, please. And then, yeah, you just keep... Okay, one more Thundaga. That's all you have, apparently. Haste, alright. You know, just keep using status moves. That'd be awesome. If you just kept using status moves and didn't attack me anymore. I'd like that. Good, everyone heals up a little bit more. Tyr is unfortunately still within... Tyr and Yami... Well, Yami's perpetually in the death threshold of 500, but Tyr still is and has a chance to get out of it, so... Let's try a Kiraga on Tyr. And then I guess just, like, I'm gonna gradually be moving down the list of... You know, I should probably actually just use a Dry Ether for Yami as well. Get his more powerful spells back. Yep, Tyr's instantly dead. And so that means... Okay, I guess Momo's thing isn't wasted. She'll probably heal... Oh, I guess Yami. I would have preferred Gareth, considering Gareth was down way more health. But hey, you know, whatever. That's fine. Okay, but you replenished your stuff. So Blizzaga again. Gareth's almost dead. Which obviously I don't love. Okay, so potions. What do I have potion-wise? High potion, just 150. Yeah, that sucks. I think we just need to attack. Just do Kiraja. On Gareth. I'll use haste on Tyr. No, I was hoping it wouldn't be an area of effect, but they're both dead. They're both dead, so I just used Kiraja on Yami, who was only down. Ah. This is not going well. What's Cyclone? I've never seen Cyclone before. That kind of hurt. It wasn't the most powerful thing, but it wasn't great. They really can't do anything else other than attack, so I'll just have them attack right away. And hope that I can go first, you know? Mostly to heal. Nope. Gareth and Tyr are both dead again because they're not fast enough. Son of a gun! This is not going well. And if he heals again, that really will just be it. Like, I don't want to keep using Phoenix Downs because at some point, Momo's probably going to die and I'm going to desperately need to use that on her, you know? Because obviously, if she's dead, I can't use life. Alright, but let's try this again and just hope that I actually go before him this time. I need to do that. I need to go before him. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I mean, I don't like that Tyr's gone, but at least this means Gareth is back up at full health and hastened once more. Man, bugger this boss. This is the only tough fight in this game. No other fight has been challenging. None of them. Like, I guess I'll just, I'll use a spell. I'll attack you with a spell. Alright, Tyr's alive again. You could technically just do another, like, area of effect and kill everyone. Well, I'm going to try healing Gareth because I just feel like that's more important, frankly. Like, obviously, I want Tyr to do, like, to live and do well. Yami's gone. Okay. Well, I don't like that. Attack. Attack. I'm down with Curage. No, okay. Items. Ether. Oh, this is not good. Okay. We gotta try... Alright, but I can't this turn. That's right. Okay. Phoenix down on Yami then. Well, Tyr's dead. Tyr's dead again. This is not going well at all. And, like, if he attacks Yami like that, or Momo like that, then we're just really screwed. Nope. And I wasn't able to use the item first. So he's just dead again. Yeah, in this turn I have no choice but to use Kiraja on Momo. Which I can't do because Tyr was going to restore her health, that's right. Or not her health, her mana. Yes! Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, he's dead. We defeated Chaos. Oh, that was the... Seriously, that was the only fight that I really had difficulty with in this game. But boy, did I have difficulty with it. Ah, okay. Oh, jeez. And to think I thought I was over-leveled. What... Like, there must be a good strategy for that boss. I wonder what it is, because holy cow, like, so many of my magic, like, spells, whether they were offensive or defensive, well, okay, offensive in the sense where it negatively affected them, you know, the enemy, or defensive, you know, where it affected us, it would just miss. It would just miss all the time, and, like, what's the point of a spell that dispels their magical defense if it can't get through their magical defense? That should be the whole point of a dispel spell. Anyway, the time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. Oh, we still have to wait for more. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. I still don't really think I understand the story aside from the time paradox thing we talked about. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness. So, a trick of fate, which just means it happened because it happened, gave rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. So the trick of fate that started Garland's wrath also created the four fiends, which he brought about because they brought him to the past. It just doesn't make any sense. But all that is now past. With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, I didn't know her name, and even Garland himself await. Really? Garland? Didn't we kill him twice now? When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? Who knows? Great question. None can say. All right. I mean, at least as far as I'm gathering, the story doesn't make sense because of all the time stuff, but maybe I'm missing something? I don't know. It seemed a cycle into which time had fallen would last forever, but the bravery of four young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. There is more. None will ever recall the struggle the four endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. I also disagree with that. Just because you break a chain doesn't mean that the chain doesn't exist, it just means it doesn't continue. But within the tales of fantasy the people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. Okay, I'm sorry, so none will ever recall the struggle the four endured, but the memory of their deeds lives on. I'm pretty sure that means that they're recalling it. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. And now their return is upon us. Cool. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. Like, that's touching and all, but that's not what the story was. No, we had crystals. I don't think we dug them out of there. For you are the warrior who crossed time. This is that thing where at the end of the credits and it's like, and a very special thanks to you, the player. You are the bringer of light. Thanks for suddenly breaking the fourth wall, game. Cool. Alright, well, that looks like the end of the text. So now we just have to wait for those last 3 lines to slowly crawl up to the top and fade out. It sure does take its time. People in the past read very slowly. Yeah. And then is like the Final Fantasy logo gonna appear on the screen? Or is it just gonna fade to black from this picture? Is anything going to happen unless I press a button? The music seems to be ending. Okay. Fade to white and then immediately cut to black. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Because, again, this is on the Steam version. Cool. All right. Well, here we have the credit sequence, Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Staff. So let's talk about this game. All right, so first, I enjoyed the game. I want to say that right away. I enjoyed the game. I was going to say I had fun. It's basically the same thing. But I like this game. I do. And now that I've played it, like, I definitely understand why people like it. I don't think it's perfect by any means, and we're going to continue to talk about that, but I wanted to get out of the way that I do like this game. It was fun. It was charming. I appreciate that. So, there were a lot of encounters in this game. There were so many encounters. I cut out so much. So I haven't edited most of the series yet. This is my 4th recording session for it, and I've only edited the first recording session so far. Just, you know, a little peek behind the curtain, I guess, you know, kind of thing. But that recording session was 4 hours long. I got 2 hours worth of footage out of it. I usually don't end up only using half, you know, but I had to cut out so much, and I think that that's just going to continue with these other recording sessions. Maybe even more so, because I feel like I cut out even more of the dungeons just because it was so hard to talk sometimes, like to commentate, because I would be able to say like one sentence and then within like 9 steps there would be an encounter that would just interrupt any train of thought I had, because it's like, oh, I'm heading toward a door, I'm heading toward a chest, I'm heading toward a crystal, and then there's an encounter and it cuts me off all the time. So there were so many encounters. I don't think it needed that many, you know? Like, I want to talk about, like, let's talk about Pokemon really quickly, because that's obviously another RPG with a lot of wild encounters being, like, a big focus of the game. With Pokemon, for the most part, you only have encounters in tall grass. And so it's like, all right, I know if I'm going to enter tall grass, I have to be prepared to fight. And then there are exceptions, like, you know, if you're on the water or if you're in a cave. And let me tell you, those exceptions suck. I hate those moments when I have to go through a cave because there are constantly wild Pokemon jumping out at me. The nice thing is that Pokemon offers repels. You can go to the store, you can buy repels, and then you don't have encounters as long as, like, your level or your Pokemon is a high enough level in the front. And that's great. That's so useful. I buy repels all the time when I play games, old and new. I don't think there was anything like that in this game. Like, nothing that would stave off encounters. And so if I were walking in the overworld, or if I were walking through a dungeon, I was going to find encounters regardless. And so on top of it, like, just depleting your resources, which is the intent, I assume, you know? Like, you're going through a dungeon, you have to use up, like, your items, your health, your magic, like, your mana. The point is you're expending your resources. So if you're not adequately prepared, like I wasn't early on when I was going through like the marsh caves and there were all those creatures that gave me poison, you know, is that kind of thing where it's like, that's where you're in trouble. But aside from that, like once you're well stocked, then it just kind of becomes a waste of time. I mean, granted, defeating them gave me experience and gave me gil, and if I hadn't had to go through all those encounters, if there were a repel kind of option and I took it, because I probably would have, you know, I don't know what level I would be by the end, and who knows if I would have been able to defeat Chaos. I felt like I barely beat him as it was. Like, 2 people were dead, 1 was really injured, like that was it, you know, I was doing my absolute best during that fight, my darndest. But just how many encounters there were, it was a big pain, especially when you couple it with my next semi-complaint, is that there was a lot of back and forth. Most of the game consisted of, there's a problem, you have to go find a key item in some dungeon and then bring it back. Like, it was always, go to this place and come back here, go to this place and come back here. And, you know, like, it's not the worst thing by any means. Like I said, this is only a semi-complaint, because, like, I kind of enjoyed that just because I got to, like, I was rewarded when I explored a place because I got a key item. That was a reward, basically, you know, and whatever other cool gear I might have found along the way. And then I had to figure out where I was supposed to go with those key items, what I was supposed to do with them, and that leads to another semi-complaint. But there were, just in all of that traveling back and forth, there were, again, so many encounters. It just kind of exacerbated that issue, made it even more pronounced, more prevalent, you know, in general. So, yeah, so I kind of enjoyed the experience of, like, get a key item, go back and use it, unlock a new thing, right? But it just, yeah, it made the issue of the encounters even worse. And so then the other thing that, like I said, semi-complaint, so I kind of like it, kind of don't, was, yeah, the key items and where you're supposed to use them and how you use them, etc. I mean, really how you use them is just you go to that spot with them, you might press enter on something, or it might just immediately start a cutscene, that sort of deal. But a lot of it was really vague. Like, it didn't, some things gave you more direction than others for sure, and so it's not just like a blanket statement across the whole game, like there was no help. But a lot of the times, I didn't know what I was supposed to do with the thing. Like, the Warp Cube, I got that relatively early on, or, you know, like, in the stretch of when you're supposed to get it, I guess. And I had no idea what it was for, you know? To the point where I forgot that I got it, and I went all the way back through the waterfall cavern or whatever, just until I found that golem, and then I was like, oh, right, the Warp Cube. It was a whole thing. But it's like, because I got that, but then I went to Lufenia and I couldn't understand them, and they're the people who tell me that I needed the warp cube, I think. Or maybe it wasn't even them. Maybe it was the golems inside of like the Sky Fortress or whatever that told me. But either way, I couldn't learn that until I got the Rosetta Stone, and not even until I got the Rosetta Stone, but until I got the Rosetta Stone and then found the scholar who would be able to like translate it and teach me Lufenia, or whatever the language was called. Lufenian, probably. I don't know. So, like, yeah. I think the biggest time I got lost, probably, was just at the beginning, when I was looking for, like, before we even ever blew up the canal. It was in my first recording session, so within the first few episodes, I believe. Well, yeah, because, I mean, the first recording session was only 4 episodes long, so that makes sense. But yeah, like, I got the ship, but then I didn't know what to do with it. And that was on me, really, just because I went to the west, I saw the bridge, and I was like, oh, so I'm going the wrong way, and then I went back. I never just went down. It took forever for me to go down, and then I finally found Elfheim, and it was like, oh, progress, you know, that kind of thing. So maybe actually the time I most got stuck, because I was going to call this my second most time, was when I was looking for the airship. That was probably what it was, looking for the airship. In Elfheim, you talk to the sages, and they're like, in a sea of sand beneath a crescent of stone, or something, you know. But it was like, you know, I sailed east from Elfheim. I got into my canoe in a river. I went through this little bit of a maze. I got onto land. I went like down and around and up into the sea of sand. And because I had the Levistone as a key item in my, you know, key items inventory, the cutscene triggered and the, you know, airship was summoned. But I thought that I was supposed to like use the Levistone with my current ship and like smith it together to turn my ship into an airship. Because like my ship, I actually passed it in this recording session. I didn't make note of it, but my ship was still just at the mouth of that river. I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, like that was probably the time I got the most stuck, but still just some of the things were not as obvious as others. And so, like, on one hand, I liked that because I got to figure it out on my own, and it felt rewarding when I did. But on the other hand, some of them were kind of like, really? This was it? Okay. Like, you know, sometimes I felt like I just got lucky and stumbled upon the thing. And other times I had to check absolutely everything, you know? Like, that's how it felt, at least. Like, it was really just, when I got the Mystic Key, for instance, you know? I wouldn't have gotten the Nitro Powder unless I had just wanted to loot and get gear and money. Because that was really the only reason I went back to, like, Cornelia Castle and went around the back and started, you know, looking through all those Mystic Key compartments, because I was just looking for treasure chests, you know? I was just looking for stuff. And I happened to get the Nitro Powder, which opened up, you know, the rest of the map, you know, until you needed the airship. I think that the characters were interesting. Like, it's really cool that, you know, I just used these 4, the default 4, and it worked out well enough for me. But then there's, like, the Red Mage and the Monk to consider. Like, I wonder if it would feel different playing as them, and if it would feel different, like, how? You know, how different, and also how so would it feel different? Because it's interesting that they have those, you know, Red Mage, again, being proficient in both black and white magic. And then the Monk, like, I don't know, I guess he doesn't need a weapon, but later on you can get him weapons, probably, that would increase his damage, like the Cat Claws I think we found at one point. I don't know how much he could really use. There were definitely a lot of items, like a lot of weapons that I would pick up and just have no use for, like no one would benefit from them, or even be able to use them necessarily. But I don't know if the Monk would be the one to be able to use all those. They could be martial weapons as well. Who's to say? And I wonder, too, if the Red Mage would be able to use any of, like, you know, like teleport or exit, any of the spells that, like, Black Mage and White Mage couldn't use, but their upgrades could be. And I also wonder what the upgraded Red Mage and the upgraded Monk would be. Yeah, so I'm curious about stuff like that. And it was also cool to see, like, it was cool to see the upgrades. I missed the old sprites, but I just liked that the upgrade mechanic was in there, even though, again, it was never spoken about. I don't think it was ever spoken about in the game. I just happened to visit the place to get the Rat's Tail, you know, like the Citadel of Trials or whatever. And then I found the dragon place. Like, you know, I saw it ahead of time, and then I had the airship, so I just went and, like, went through all the holes. But I had no idea that I was doing that for an upgrade, you know? Like, upgrade of all of the classes themselves. Yeah, I do miss the original Yami. I think the Black Mage design is my favorite. It's so cute. It's so cute and unique, and I really like it. I mean, it's kind of Jawa-ish from Star Wars, you know, but I like it, so I'm sticking with that. Yami's adorable. I'm also curious now to see how speedruns do this. Like, I really want to know, like, how on earth do they defeat Chaos in the end? Like, I just gotta know, you know? Like, aside from Tazbot stuff, because I'm sure that just if they use like a dispel or a kill on a particular frame, like it'll just work kind of thing, because RNG. But like aside from that, just how would a person do it? And I'm curious to see too, like a white mage only run, because if you didn't know, somewhat recently I actually I ran Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for a charity marathon, and during that some people in the chat, it was Questing for Glory 2, by the way, if you want to look it up on Twitter or whatnot. It's on YouTube too, but unfortunately it's all desynced, the audio. I don't know why, but it bothers me. Like, why did they do that? Anyway, people in the chat talked about, like, Final Fantasy came up, and they mentioned, yeah, people have beaten the game with just White Mage, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. So I'm curious now. I might look that up in my own time, like that and the speedrun, just to see. But yes. Okay, so that is the end of this Final Fantasy 1 series. I do hope that you enjoyed it sincerely. Please let me know if you did in the comments below. And if you would like to see me play any other Final Fantasy games, or if you have any other game suggestions in general, please do let me know that as well. The only rule that I have, you know, is like you can't expect me to play a game just because you requested it, but I'm always open to hearing requests. You don't have to ask. Like, don't demand anything, because I'll get mad at you for that. And maybe couple that with a, hey, cool video, I genuinely like what you're doing now, but I would also be interested to see this. But yes, with that, we're calling it here, so have a good one, everybody.